Thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to be reviewing the Topeak Power Lever Pro. Topeak's Power Link pliers have been a popular tool for installing and removing chains. With the new Power Lever Pro, Topeak has combined the Power Link levers as well as a chain tool and tire levers all into one single package. So it's a pretty compact multi-tool that you can carry or put onto your bike for roadside repairs or fixes. Packaging wise, you can see very simple. You have a cardboard backing with the characteristic yellow and white background that Topeak is known for. The tool is right out in front so you can actually see it and interact with it. You have nice graphics showing it installing and removing chains, as well as the tire lever functionality and chain breaker. On the back, you have a nice overview of the tool, as well as some additional safety information underneath it. You can see it's actually just zip tied to the back, so grab a scissor and we'll take it off and then go over the specs. So retail price on this is $34.95. Obviously you get quite a few functions. You get the tire lever, so you can easily install or remove tires. You have the chain tool. So in between these two, you actually have a chain breaker that's cleverly concealed inside one of the levers. You have the Power Link plier, so you can easily install or remove chains. You also have storage for the master link on the inside. And then you can see very compact form factor that hides everything inside it. They even include the metal chain hook. So that's great for securing the chain so it doesn't go flying once you unhook it. So you can see very simple design as far as what comes with it. Obviously you get a little instruction manual here that illustrates some of the functionality. And then you get everything inside of the tool. So you get the chain breaker, the chain hook, and then the slot for the master link, which is not included. Now let's take a look at the weight of the Power Lever Pro. So altogether it comes in at 71 grams. Topeak's Power Lever Pro combines multiple functions into a single tool that barely takes up more space than traditional tire levers. This can be used as a master link tool to install or remove chains, as a tire lever tool to install or remove tires, as well as a chain tool to break the pin out of a chain. You can see it consists of basically two main pieces. You have each lever. One is a green color with this nice texture and Topeak printed on it. Then you have the black piece. You can see the green one actually has the chain breaker installed on it. So this actually pivots out. And you can see it just goes in here and then it holds itself in place. See, it locks into place by wedging against a little plastic. You can see a very simple design. And then the other piece, the black one, is a hollowed out variation, almost symmetric in terms of the actual tire lever size and design. But it has a hollow interior that matches the chain breaker spot. And then you have the chain hook. So you can see this just slides in and you just push it out from the bottom to remove it. As far as the dimensions, it's 4.9 inches by 1.2 by 0.7, so very compact and should fit in almost any saddlebag. One of the levers again is black and one of them is green. That really helps you use the tool properly as you have to move the placement of it. Starting with the tire lever, you can see very simple. It's two almost symmetric levers. You can see they have this nice taper design that'll get underneath the bead of your tire, and then you could hook it underneath and pull it. Both of them are almost the same length, but slightly different shaping. You can see this one has a little bit of a bend to it, so you can actually use this to go behind a spoke and then hold it in place. So it doesn't have a traditional spoke holder, but you can see with this design, you can rest it against it, and it should hold itself. Then you can use the other lever to get around the tire and install it. So pretty slick, and you can see it's quite rigid. Even though it is a plastic design, it won't damage your rims. It still feels pretty robust, and they're quite long too, so you can see you have good leverage when you're holding it. As far as the Master Link pliers, that's probably one of the coolest features of this. So it's very similar to the Power Link pliers, and with this you actually have a multi-position design. So when you want to remove a hook or install it, you either have to pull it or compress it. So if you want to install it, you actually want to extend it out. You actually want to pull it out and then it'll lock into place. So with that, to do that, you take the black plier and you put it on the outside of the green one. Then you can see when I actually push this inward, it pulls out the links. To do the other function, I just pull this out. Then I line up this little Allen key and then I position it on the inside. So now you can see when I'm actually compressing this, I'm compressing the links as well. So you want to do this when you want to remove the quick link as it pushes it in and then lets you pop the pin out. So very simple design, as long as you remember the coloring, keeping the green one on the back side, it's not that confusing to use. Otherwise you might try to put it on backwards or do some weird things. But with this one, it's very simple. This one only goes in the Allen slot and then the round one only goes in the round one. So pretty intuitive to use, and once you've done it once or twice, you understand how it works. You can see this little slot design that goes in between your chain links as well. So pretty convenient. And then you also have the chain hook, which is really nice, and that prevents the chain from flying away when you remove the quick link. So you can simply slide this through two different pieces of the chain and it'll hold it in place. You also have the storage spot for your quick link. Topeak doesn't include one because they don't know what chain you're using, but you can put your spare ones in here, so if you ever needed one, you have it, and it doesn't take up any more space as this area is hollow on both sides. As far as the chain tool, you can see it's pretty cool. So very compact. It actually just rotates out of the green lever. And then you can see you have a nice handle here, so you just hold the other one, rotate these two pins out. And you can actually use this little Allen key here. So that's a nice thing. They've actually made a lot of multi-functionality in a clever way, so it doesn't take up more space and still serves both functions. So you can see you can use this to lock it in place, position your chain in the inside, and then you can rotate this pin using the other lever. So you get nice leverage again because it's nice and large and you can really get in there. It's a pretty cool concept, and although you really shouldn't need a chain breaker when you're riding, it's nice to know you have one. When you're done with everything, you just rotate that in place, close all these knobs so everything's tight, and then you can see these will just snap into place. Now let's take a look at the lever in action. As you can see here, we're using the chain hook to actually help us remove a chain. So you can put the green lever behind and then the black one on the left slot. So as you can see here, it actually compresses them together and then lets you remove the chain quick link. So you can see very easy, and with that chain hook, that ensures the chain doesn't go flying and gives you enough slack to work. So once you take the quick link off, you can easily remove the hook and then slide the chain off if you want to clean it or replace it. Reinstalling the chain is just as easy. You have to reconfigure the levers. So you put the black one on the right side, and then you can push it outward to lock it in place. So again, really easy. I like these power lever setup as they're very compact and easy to use. Now, before we can show you the tire lever part, we actually broke it already. So even on our 700 by 25 tire, the thin plastic snapped. So you do have to be careful with this, and even the manual states don't use this for off-road tires. But even our 700 by 25 tires, which are a little bit stubborn, we managed to break it, so we wouldn't really rely on that functionality. We'd recommend using Pedro's or other more well-known tire levers for reliability. Now let's go over the pros and cons for the Topeak Power Lever Pro. What we like about it is you have a clever form factor. It's very compact and it combines multiple functions into a single set of levers. Everything's hidden inside the lever, so they've done a really good job with that. They're also colored, so one of them is a light green while the other one's more of a black color. So it makes it easy to identify which one is which is particularly important when you're doing the power link functionality, as you always keep the green one behind. The main cons for this is the fact that the tire levers may break, especially with more stubborn tires. The Topeak manual does state it's not designed for off-road tires, but as you saw, even our 700 by 25 tires broke the levers. So you definitely want to be careful with that and stick with the Pedro's or the Park Tool levers that are a lot more durable. Taking everything into account, we'd give the levers a 7.7 out of 10. It's a nice multifunction levers, but obviously we wouldn't rely on them for the tire lever portion. Instead, it's a nice power link plus chain breaker, a very compact form factor. Thanks for watching this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can see more content from us on our website at thesweetcyclist.com, as well as follow us on Instagram at thesweetcyclist. This is The Sweet Cyclist reminding you to enjoy the ride.